What is going on, everybody? This is 2K Toro, and I have a very exciting matchup for you guys today because it is the main event for UFC 257, Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. Now, the fight is going to be amazing, but they did want to square up on the hardwood first, so let's see how this game goes. Now, we do have Conor and his team on the red corner, and Dustin Poirier and his respected team in the blue corner. Now, Team Poirier does win tip-off, and I can't believe these guys are taking it to the hardwood before their actual fight. Now, Dustin is wasting no time, calls for a quick ISO, gets past Conor, and takes it to Vucevic's chest. Poirier draws first blood, and I feel like this is going to be a bloodbath. Look at that poster on the very first play. Okay, so we can clearly see that Dustin has game. But let's see what Conor has. He makes his way to the center of the court, hits Dustin with the step back, and he is dazed. The crossover is nothing if you don't finish, and Conor was able to complete that 14-foot jumper. Back in the blue corner, Conor seems to be giving Dustin that shot, and Dustin cannot hit that wing jumper. Team McGregor gets the board, and Conor is pushing it up the court. Heads towards that left side and hits Dustin with another step back, but this time finishes it with a green release. Next play down, Conor was able to hit another green release, this time from 3, and Team McGregor is up by 5 early in the first quarter. After that posterizer on the opening play, Dustin has been pretty quiet. Now we know he has game. Brings it up the court and calls another ISO play on Conor. Drives to the center of the basket, hits Conor with the spin move, and he is nowhere to be found. A missing person posters were released all over Fight Island after that play because Conor McGregor was lost after that play. Now you can see the confidence oozing out of Dustin at this point, hits Conor with another crossover and another green release. Now after that slow start, Team Poirier has really stepped it up, and Team McGregor cannot get too confident. Ish Smith dribbling the ball up the court and decides to go up for a contested layup. Gets denied at the rim, and a fast break opportunity for Team Poirier. And Dustin finishes that fast break with the 360 play, and he's hoping that's not the only highlight he gets this weekend. Now Conor is starting to feel the pressure. Not trying to fall behind, he dribbles to the center of the court and hits a 13-foot jumper. That zone definitely seems to be Conor's hot spot. Back on offense for Team Poirier, Dustin calls for a pick and again goes straight to the basket for another contact dunk. Dustin seems to be having his way with Team McGregor's defense, and there isn't much they could do to stop him. And with that last play, Dustin was able to get his takeover. Expect some more highlights coming soon, ladies and gentlemen, and I mean very soon. Dustin gets by Conor with these and finishes with the windmill slam. With 6 seconds left in the first quarter, Conor tries to make a play happen, but just a little too far. Team Poirier goes into the second quarter with a 2-point lead, and this game is getting good. Conor starting the second quarter with aggression, but cannot forget Dustin still has his takeover. Conor takes a 20-foot jumper, but misses again. Yet another fast break opportunity for Team Poirier, and Dustin's just having a dunk contest at this point. He is just having his way with Team McGregor. And back on offense, Conor asks for a pick and dribbles to the right wing to connect with a 3-point shot. With that bucket and a missed opportunity from Team Poirier, Conor has the ball and takes advantage of the fast break opportunity and gets a posterizer of his own. Team McGregor starting to show some life and has cut the lead down to just 1. And with that previous play, Conor now has his takeover. Conor is blitzing the offense at full court, but this leaves his defense vulnerable and Team Poirier makes him pay. But with his takeover, Conor should definitely be able to make something happen here. Conor calls for a quick ISO and goes to work, but seems like Conor is just doing a little too much and loses the ball yet again. This leads to another fast break opportunity for Team Poirier, and Team McGregor finds themselves down by 5. Fast forwarding to the end of the second quarter, Jay Crowder gets a steal and dishes it out to Conor. Conor pulls up and greens the bucket at the top of the key, and Team McGregor isn't going anywhere. Conor quieting the crowd down and letting them know he is still in it. Dustin holding on for the last shot and hits a green from 30. This man has ice in his veins, and he is leading Team Poirier into the second half with a 7-point advantage on Team McGregor. Luckily for Conor and his team, they have another half of basketball to play and anything can happen. With 4 minutes left in the third quarter, Dustin misses a mid-range shot and Conor comes up with the rebound. He is sprinting up the court and Mike Conley tries to stop him, but but ends up doing the Nate Robinson challenge instead in front of the whole arena. That very well may have been the highlight of the night and definitely a top 10 play on SportsCenter. But on the other side, Dustin keeps jabbing away at the lead and Conor is exerting way too much energy to keep this up. He definitely needs some help. In the closing seconds of the third quarter, Conor frees up and gets a wide open look at three, but cannot hit. Team McGregor goes into the fourth quarter down by 10. McGregor seems absolutely gassed and I don't think he has enough in this tank to make a comeback. But hold on now. I am actually receiving word that Dana White himself has laced up, put the sneakers on, and checking into the game. Dana told me that there is no way Conor could lose this match, and he is hyping the crowd up and everyone is loving it. Well, let's see what you got, Dana. Hopefully you can take over the offense and Conor can catch a breath. Dana catches the ball on the left wing, hits the defender with the pump fake, drives to the bucket, and are you kidding me? A 360 slam for his first play. Team Poirier may be in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Dana has some game. With Team McGregor down by 14 with less than 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, Dana is just having his way with the defense. At this point, Team Poirier is feeling the pressure and cannot buy a bucket. Dana is making his presence felt and dunking on anyone who stands in his way. This man is catching bodies, doing step backs, and hitting threes from the logo. To be honest, I do not know if this is technically legal, but he is the president of the UFC, so I guess whatever he says goes. And with Dana's help, Conor was able to catch his second wind, and he is back with the vengeance. But Dustin and Team Poirier are right there, and they are not giving in. With a minute remaining, Dustin hits a floater and gives Team Poirier a 2-point lead. Now this is crunch time. Conor has to make something happen if he wants to win this game. Bringing up the ball slowly, he makes his way to the right corner. Calling for the pick, Conor cuts to the center of the basket and goes up for the vicious dunk. With 24 seconds remaining in the game, Dustin calls a pick of his own and cuts to the basket and finishes with a cradle. This game is becoming absolutely wild. With 18 seconds left in the game, the score is tied at 74 apiece. And everybody in the arena knows where the ball is going. Conor gets the ball at the center of the court and calls for an ISO. With 12 seconds left in the game and no timeouts remaining for either team, Conor makes his move. Conor gets by Dustin, but Ibaka cuts him off. Conor tries again and hits Dustin with the spin move to ice the game. With 1.7 seconds remaining and no timeouts, Dustin is forced to take a full court shot, and it is no good. Conor's team wins by 2 points in a dramatic finish. And I don't think anybody in the arena is more happy than Dana White right now. But that does it for today's video, everybody. A little longer than normal, but I really hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Peace.